I'm inviting you to share what you perceive whenever you are ready to share your perception.
I'm sensing a woman in front of me.
Mhm.
She has her arms kind of open, as if she was to invite us in her arms.
Beautiful. Follow your heart for the next steps and share with me what you're perceiving and feeling and see.
The energy that she emanates is very loving, very comforting, very nurturing, very soft, very feminine, very caring, and very beautiful. And she's saying that she's a Hathor.
Oh, I get showers. How beautiful.
She says, I am you and you are me. And she's just so beautiful.
Would you like to describe her for us?
She has a funny shape, funny head shape, kind of like a rhomb, like diamond kind of face. Like the shape is not really oval. It's and the ears are more kind of extended outwards, a bit like how they depict the Hathors in the hieroglyphs in Egyptian temples. She has a very nice soft skin, and she seems to wear like a gown, a long white or kind of sparkling gown. Doesn't seem to have her feet on the ground though, kind of like floating. Very delicate figure, very, very delicate figure, elegant. But in the light that's coming through her is incredible, really. Like, even though she looks so delicate, the love that comes through her is just so touching.
Beautiful. Take it in. Take in that beautiful love that she's radiating. Beautiful. Beautiful that she is connecting today. Would you like to look at yourself to describe me how you look?
I just perceive myself as a sparkle of light.
Beautiful, a sparkle of light.
I don't see a body, but I know I'm there. I'm just like a ball of light, very small, very tiny.
Are you communicating with each other, you and the Hathor?
Yeah.
What is being communicated? Would you like to share it?
Yeah. She says, we are here for you. We are here for all of you. We are family. We have been with you for a long time, and we are always there. We observe. We will not interfere. We guide, and we support you, and we are with you at this time, and we are sending you our nurturing energy. You can tap into our energy if you feel like you need some support. And we know that many of you are at the moment feeling unsure of the future, of the current events and the consequences, and lots of questions about how things will unfold. And we understand that. And we want to say that we don't have all the answers. No one does. Things will unfold depending on what your heart desires as a collective. And this is what is really happening right now. The future is not written for this. It's nowhere available for anyone to really see and to really say what will happen on this planet. What will happen on this planet will be the result of your own creation. What we see and what we can say from our perspective is that what this situation has triggered, and perhaps what we were wishing that it would do, and it is indeed doing, is that you are finally slowing down, getting away from these hectic rhythms that you were most of you under. You really slow down. You're forced to slow down, and you stay more quiet, and you can now, you have the ability to connect with yourselves. There's not so much things you need to do. There's more time for being, and this pushes many of you to really connect with yourselves, something that has been lost in your world. So it's really an invitation for humanity to really connect, each and every one of you, with your core, with your own universe, the one that lies within you, within your minds and your hearts. And from there start to observe what is it that you have been doing, and what is it that perhaps you wish to change. This is a big chance for humanity, and it has been orchestrated very, very carefully, very wisely, to give you this opportunity to really look within and make necessary changes if this is what you wish. If you really do want to change the world, your world, your external world, and this will come from within you. So it is a important, really very important time right now for all the earthlings to really dream what it is that your heart desires and manifest it.
Thank you so much for sharing your perspective and your insights. You mentioned in the beginning you are observers, but you do offer support if someone connects to you. Did I understand that correctly?
Correct.
Could you share guidance with us? Could you give us some guidance? If someone wishes to connect to you, what would be the most appropriate way? What would be a good way to tune into your energies, to connect to you?
Thank you, Mona. A great question. Well, the key is your heart space. That's where you will need to go. It's like a gate to connect to our energies. So you just need to calm down the conscious mind, connect to your heart space, allow the energy of your heart to expand throughout your whole being. Allow this unity, this oneness to really expand throughout your whole energy field, and you can from there just ask us to come into your awareness, into your presence, and be sure that one of us will be there for you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. May I ask another question?
Please.
You mentioned that in order to connect to you, we should enter our heart space and calm down our mind. I do know that many people struggle with this, and I was wondering if, from your observation of our species, of us humans, you have some advice of how best to do that, since it proves to be rather difficult at times.
We understand you very much, very well. We know what you are describing, but we would like to say that it really is a choice. It really is a choice of what it is that you want to focus on. And you have to claim this power that you all have within you, and know that you do have the power to tame your mind, tame your thoughts, and direct them. You have it is your birthright, and you are free to do this. You are free to do this. You are free to choose what you want to entertain in your mind. And it sounds easy, and maybe it's not so easy when you apply it, when you try to apply it. And this is your task right now, and you are challenged now in a big way to really do this. And this is what we call self-mastery. Self-mastery is to be able to master your mind, become the master of your own mind, of your own experience. And now you are masters in training, if you want, at least in the game called Earth. You are, let's say, remembering that it's this whole experience that you are in is nothing more than a stimulation. And the more you will be able to do this, to allow yourselves to choose what it is that you wish to experience, the more you will realize that indeed you are the masters of your own experience, and you are also the creators of your experience. And you will also realize that your minds are an incredibly intelligent device, if we could call it a device. So train yourselves. You can do even things that might sound very simplistic, like close your eyes and imagine a beautiful garden. Imagine something that brings you joy. Train yourselves. You are masters, all of you, and you are learning and remembering, let's say, that you are.
Thank you very much. It might sound like a repetition, but I want to make this very, very clear for us and anyone who might be listening in the future. I understand it this way, that creation starts in the mind. It starts with what we empower, what we give energy to. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
So by choosing what I and any of my fellow human beings put their focus on, that is what's growing stronger, is growing, is being created. Is that so?
It becomes your reality.
It becomes our reality.
Your energy is feeding it, and it's bringing it into beingness. You are animators.
Yes. Thank you very much for this confirmation. We are animators. That's a new, I never thought of this term, but I love it. Thank you.
You are writing the manuscript of life. And the manuscript is the illumination of creation. Whenever you focus your energy on something, you animate it. You make it alive, because you are life itself. And you create it and you invite it in your reality just by your energy, life force energy. It's your life force energy that is making it appear real to you and becomes your reality. It's energizing it. Your energy is energizing it, and it's making it alive, part of your reality. Does that make sense?
It makes absolute sense. Absolutely. And I do observe this in my reality ever since I started to more actively and more lucidly decide also how I want to feel and shift my focus accordingly. My life changed drastically. And I would just like to ask you, you know our human condition, our bodies, our nervous system. We do store certain patterns and have a tendency to form habits in actions and also in thoughts. And in the beginning, there are tools out here on the earth already which address programming our energies into a more favorable state, in the state that we actually want to achieve for ourselves. And I wanted to ask you for your opinion about it, because I do know that some people are reluctant to do so because they feel like they interfere too much and it feels kind of inorganic to them to fully use their power of choice. I would love to hear your perspective on that, if you would be so kind. They're afraid, in my opinion.
That's fine. There is no judgment. They are not ready to that level of awareness. Doesn't make them less than who they truly are. They are just in that level of awareness. That's fine.
Yeah, I was wondering if you think it's just a matter of it will happen organically. There will be a moment that they allow themselves to embrace it. I was just wondering if you had some encouragement, if someone's on the kind of in between, allowing themselves to do it and start experimenting. And if you had any advice for this type of situation.
Everyone is where they need to be, where they choose to be, even if it is unconscious. And our best advice would be to allow themselves, and you allow them, to experience what it is that they choose, whether consciously or unconsciously. And when the time will be right for them to move to another level of being, they will do so. Every single one of you has their own team. No one is really alone. Might seem so. And it's very nice that there are people like you who care for others. But rest assured that they are all coming with a huge team of guides and helpers who are really there for them to support them in their choices and in their journey.
That's beautiful.
Perhaps the best is acceptance of what is. Hopefully that doesn't sound too simple.
I thank you for your sharing and for sharing your energy with us, because I feel this the energy that is radiated from you in itself is a guidance to how to enter the heart space and be in acceptance, and from there let things unfold. It's how it feels for me, and I want to thank you for this. I enjoyed that a lot.
Thank you for giving us the chance to be with you today.
Is there any more guidance or information that you would like to pass on today?
We just wanted to say that know that you are safe always, and to remind you to, anytime you fall into thoughts that do not entertain you, look at life, look at the miracle of life, look at the magic of life. Look at the trees, look at the flowers, look at the birds, look at the soft clouds in the sky, look at the beauty. Don't you see the benevolence? Don't you see the magic? Don't you see the perfection? Don't you see the mastery? Let it fill your heart and being. And know that what you see is just a reflection of who you are. We love you and we are here for you. And feel free to connect with us anytime your heart desires. We will be honored to connect with you.
Thank you very much.